Askreddit Asks Gordon Ramsay is invited to your house for dinner. Each piece of criticism he gives about the food awards you $1,000. What are you serving for dinner?
If I give him something vile, he might not eat all of it. And the longer he's at that table, the more money I can milk out of him. So honestly, I'd make him my best dish with a few obviously weird choices thrown in. That way it'll be edible enough for him to take at least a few bites. And seeing how he handles signature dishes on Hell's Kitchen, I'm going to get picked the fuck apart anyway. Bonus points if I learn a better way to make my best dish. Double money if I can talk myself up before serving.
Double money if I can talk myself up before serving. This is the real key. I think a lot of other replies are missing. Gordon hates arrogant chefs the most. And spends the most time breaking him down. You'd be rolling in cash if you did that, lol.
Vanilla chicken.
True story. I once accidentally made vanilla salmon for my wife when we were dating. The recipe called for a Greek yogurt crust. I can't remember if I just tried to power through with what I had on hand, or unknowingly grabbed the flavored yogurt. Didn't catch the smell or think to taste. We sat down, dug in, and almost gagged. 9 years later, vanilla fish is still used often as an analogy to where I may need to exercise caution or looks extremely likely to fail.
Are we talking like just plain old boring chicken? Or are you marinating that shit in vanilla extract to serve topped with hot fudge?
My little brother's signature ground toothpaste and jelly sandwich.
Finally, some real fucking food.
How do you grind toothpaste?
My 3-year-old got toothpaste on the cat last week. Does that count?
Whatever fits in my microwave.
A baby.
Good old Chef Mike.
So, the usual.
Something raw with no lamb sauce. Maybe my great-grandmother's remains.
2-sentence horror. Jesus Christ, dude.
Start with risotto and you'll never get to the raw with lamb sauce part.
Just for you. URL redacted.
Boiled chicken breast. Blended. Served as soup.
I always thought chicken was fucking disgusting, and then I had slow-cooked chicken and it was amazing.
There's a documentary, Vice, about a bodybuilder woman that blends chicken, cabbage and rice to drink like a protein-esque bake.
Boiled in no way equals slow-cooked, friend. Please, for the love of your taste buds, don't try boiled chicken.
First, you have to brag about how amazing of a chef you are. This is critical as Gordon is a nice guy but hates people who suck that should know better. Claim to have graduated from some culinary school or something. Second, gather the ingredients for his famous beef Wellington. Third, don't measure any of the seasonings. Just eyeball. Yes, it needs more salt, why not? Fourth, after letting it rest, freeze, then microwave the shit out of it. Fifth, respond poorly to his criticism, thus invoking more criticism.
Gordon Ramsay is way harder on professional chefs than amateurs. So I'd try to make something complex enough that he'll have a lot to talk about and good enough that he can tell I'm trying and won't just be like the wild thing is terrible. I'd put together a sushi bar, some homemade chips and guacamole as an appetizer, and cheesecake for dessert, and some extra strength old fashions. Hopefully he'd comment on how they don't really go together well.
I'm with you on team. Make something so strange that he can't stop talking about it.
Does it even matter? I would just go for quantity.
Right, me too. 32-course tasting menu, with terribly paired wine sippings for each item.
This was my first thought. Just a gigantic smorgasbord of dozens of options. Each one undercooked or burnt.
Wine sipping is a really weird way to say Kool-Aid mixed with beer.
A lot of people here aren't accounting for the fact that if it's so extremely bad, he'll just get up and walk away. No criticism to give, lol.
They're also failing to note that if you serve him something amazing, you might get the opportunity to work with the guy at some point. I'd bust my ass to make the best damn food he has ever eaten and take my chances. Those bastards on Hell's Kitchen have 6-figure salaries.
The trick is to make something so bizarre he'll stick around just to know what the fuck you were thinking.
Whatever I would normally serve a guest. Mostly because I suspect I'm not getting any money regardless. Not because my food isn't worthy of criticism, but because everything I've heard, seen about him is that he's a dick to people that deserve it. I'm not a professional chef. I'm not trying to represent that I'm awesome at cooking. So he'll probably eat whatever I serve and tell me what's good about it. Now, if I have a restaurant and am charging big bucks, yeah, I'm gonna get ripped apart. But regardless, if he's coming to my house, the only way I see money is if I misrepresent my abilities and think I'm professional chef caliber.
You could always ask for how to make your food better. Criticism does not have to be just tearing someone down.
I've watched an episode or two of Kitchen Nightmares. Here's what's for dinner, in no particular order. 1. Fish that was frozen. But I will insist that it is fresh frozen. 2. I will undercook it raw. Insist that it is medium rare. 3. The side will be some sort of assorted frozen veggies with zero seasoning. 4. The dessert will be store-bought. 5. I will cook everything in a dirty microwave. 6. I'll buy some roaches. Kill them, your sacrifice will not be in vain, and sprinkle them around where I made the food. 7. I'll take about an hour longer than is needed to serve him the food. 8. I'll have someone else help me cook, doesn't matter who. Simply to yell with him in the kitchen. 9. I'll invite other people to dinner and tell them to complain about it audibly. The way that everyone does. 10. Make my place really dirty before everyone comes over for dinner.
I won't be cooking, but my meal will be. I've known her for over a decade. And she's been cooking for another 2 decades prior. And I have never met anyone so completely clueless and wholly inept at anything. A roast is a culmination of culinary decisions which leave me screaming internally as I sit with a forced smile and eat. Cauliflower with cheese sauce has become a dish of overbaked cauliflower mush with a square of processed cheese melted on top in the microwave, a massive serving dish of microwave peas. My God. Every plate can drown in an ocean of green if you let it. The roast potatoes are charred black on one side, and slightly undercooked on the other. The roast beef, or lamb or chicken, is overcooked every damn time. But not accidentally by just 5 or 10 minutes. But 30 minutes consistently. The resulting meat has the equivalent moisture of a cardboard box. And very little flavor. No 2 components of this meal will finish cooking at the same time. The vegetables will often be plated for 20 minutes while waiting for the meat. Once dished, due to the temperature difference, the whole plate will be microwaved for a few minutes. Because of how dry and inedible the meat is at this point. It can only be consumed doused in tomato sauce. Or a congealed, lumpy approximation of gravy, also brought forth from the microwave. I can only hope this leaves my mill with enough money to retire.
You're offered money for time if circumstance. The URL redacted, R, Askreddit Commons, CVW89A, U_get $1000 for each crime you commit you have a EY7CJG5. Why not?
This is some serious commitment to the bit.
IKR?
I figure he won't criticize it if it's too shitty. He'll just clam up and not give a shit about providing criticism. Helpful or otherwise, I'd put serious effort into the dish and make it obvious that I did, that way he'd actually feel the desire to engage and provide criticism.
The truest masochist. Almost practical. Can't really tell.
I would just need to cook normally. Insert wait, you guys are getting paid meme.
Roadkill.
Roadkill soup. I am not kidding. That is a legitimate meal.
I'd love to see someone win MasterChef with that.
Is this possum, raccoon, a big fucking rat? Whatever. It tastes good.
Beef Wellington except with beef jerky and a Hawaiian roll. This would do it because it's his favorite dish and because I'd fuck it up beyond comprehension. He'd never stop ranting.
Burger. We will fuck up every bit of it. 1. Patty. Burn the crap out of it. 2. Bun. Attempt to toast it. End up with one bun burnt to a crisp and the other barely toasted. 3. Cheese. Forget to melt the cheese on. Place a cold piece of cheese onto the burger last minute. 4. Veggies. Be absolutely terrible at dispersing evenly. 5. Condiments. Confuse ketchup with hot sauce. Mustard with spicy mustard. And mayonnaise with cum cause why not?
Fucking ramen noodles and eggs.
Whoa, slow down, Mr. Romantic. You're not trying to get a kiss.
Dude, no. Putting a fried egg on top of your ramen is fire as fuck.
Closes legs. Wait, what?
Spaghetti meatballs, but instead of meat I will use bouncy balls. Nice to get some money, but hearing him shout rubber, 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 live is priceless.
I'm not going to waste my time cooking. I'm ordering the entire Applebee's menu as takeout. Bon appetit.
Order something from Amy's Baking Company.
We have a winner, especially her ego.
There's something that smells like something died in my fridge. I'd probably find that and stick it in the microwave for 45 minutes and serve that.
I make a ghost chili that has won local awards. He'll be swearing for hours and I'll finally be able to sell it commercially.
Raw chicken over uncooked spaghetti with an expired can of tomato paste poured over.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you marvelous people.